Let's make it a good day.
Today on The Jason Show, I think we were hoping it was a joke, but it's not. Password sharing on Netflix is over. Details in the hot dish. Then, wine diva Leslie Miller is back with great spring wines for under $15. And I'm taking you on a tour, your first look at the brand new Delta Sky Club. The Jason Show starts right now. Here we go.
Let's make it a good day.
You're a tiger.
Give it up for Debbie Gibson, everyone.
We do it our own way.
Yes!
I'm gonna start crying and laughing so hard.
I did not do that. Good morning. Good afternoon. We are live from our studios in the Twin Cities. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to The Jason Show. I'm Jason. Now, normally at this point, I say, hey, welcome Kendall Mark. She was supposed to be back from vacation, but she is not. Audience, don't feel sorry for her. We'll have a discussion tomorrow. We don't know. Maybe she's back tomorrow. I don't know. No, she'll be back tomorrow. But right now, for the first time ever, I'm proud. I'm happy to say, producer Theodore is going to be my little sidekick for the hot dish. Look at Theodore. Now,
Good morning.
now, Theodore's presence in the hot dish means one thing. We couldn't find anybody else today. That's right, yeah. Everybody else was busy, right, Theodore?
Yeah, I'm the cheapest option.
That's right. You're not going to make our payroll go over today. Yeah. How you doing, Theodore?
I'm good. You know, at home, I'm working on a project trying to do one of those smart doorbells.
Yeah.
You've done those?
You mean, what do you mean? Like a Ring doorbell? Like what
Yeah.
are they? You mean that's been around for like 15 years? You mean that?
Yeah, and I'm looking at a lot of YouTube videos, and they're telling me that I'm starting to get the impression that maybe this isn't a project I should have tackled.
Okay, I love that you're a homeowner now because you have all of these things. You're worried about doorbells, plumbing issues.
Yep.
We got to call my father-in-law about that one. If he's watching, give Ted a call. My father-in-law owned a company for many years. But anyway, if you had it to do, are you happy that you chose to be a homeowner, Theodore?
Yes, and here's why. And I realized this the other day. When I would live in an apartment building and I got out of my car, I always dreaded who I was going to run into. And now I just
What do you mean?
Now I just go from the garage to my house and I don't have to interact with anyone.
You mean, Theodore, do you mean like in the hallways of your apartment building?
Yes, and like if you have like your groceries with you, there's that person that goes, "Oh, what'd you get?" Bananas.
Yeah. Do you feel that way when you walk around the hallways here? Do you not? Would you prefer we don't talk to you when we come across you in the hallways?
No, that's different. That's different.
I don't know if it is, Theodore.
I think it's different. It might be. It might be the same. I don't know. I haven't.
You know I can relate to you on this one, and peace and love. I love my neighbors. Well, most of them. No. You know, I told you about that couple that never cleans up after their dog. I told you about them. Which, by the way, but our building is very quiet. I love our building. But you're right, Theodore. People ask me this all the time, like, does this make me nervous? And you know my answer. Aaron Schwab knows what makes me nervous is elevator small talk. I hate that. I pray. I'm not an overly religious person, but as I'm waiting for the elevator, I pray to whatever God's available at that moment that there's nobody on that elevator because I don't want to talk to them. I don't know what to say because it's like, oh, hi, how are you? I'm fine. And I don't know what else to say, and I'm only on floor 1. It's a short trip. You know, I just want to be out of that elevator. So I hear you, Theodore.
And even worse than that, it's the garbage police. You know, the people who, are you throwing that in the garbage, or are you going to recycle that?
You have what? You have people judging you for your lack of
and I would walk. I would throw something away, and then I'd find it in the recycling, or vice versa.
Oh.
You know, sort of those questionable, areas.
No. Theodore, in my house, that's called my husband. That's right. Yeah. He goes after me. Like if I throw something away that I know will not be recycled, I will catch him back in the garbage can grabbing it, and I go, I know you're not checking up on me. Yeah, I'm telling you, marriage is a delight. It's a delight, isn't it? Anyway, well, Theodore, I'm glad to have you. The audience is glad to have you. And by the way, Aaron's going to lead the audience a little bit later in a prayer circle, hoping Kendall returns tomorrow. I can't wait to give her. Thank you, Theodore. That's the Theodore prayer circle there. We can't wait to give her crap tomorrow. Right now, though, let's worry about today's show. Audience, it's time for the hot dish. Roll it, Leo. Here we go. Oh, Kendall. First up, the great Netflix crackdown of 2023 is coming. The company further clarified when they would start coming after all of us for sharing our password here in the U.S. Tuesday, on their earnings call, the Netflix CEO said, password crackdowns have been successful in Canada, New Zealand, Spain, and Portugal, and they plan to roll it out here in the good old United States, America, in the second quarter of this year. So the company is trying to increase their dollars as subscriptions have been a little sluggish in recent years. No word yet on the pricing for how much it's going to cost us when we do decide to share the password. And for my mother watching, don't worry, Mother, I'll never boot you from my account. You know what I mean? I may charge you, but I'll never boot you. Yeah. I'm kidding. Oh, no.
Make mom pay.
No. Let me tell you, there's a woman you shouldn't feel sorry for entertainment. It's the Dar. Let me tell you, that lady, she has the entertainment gravy train with me as her son. She gets, seriously, Disney, Netflix, Paramount Plus, MySpace, Amazon, whatever she wants. MySpace for free. And is it just me, or is this background jittery behind me? Is it hypnotizing people? It is. Look at that.
Well,
now we're gonna get emails, Theodore.
Do we want to go inside baseball? We could go inside baseball. Here's the thing. Yesterday, it got deleted by someone, not us, not Leo, and then it got undeleted. But apparently, they didn't do the final thing that makes it not do that.
Twitch.
So,
Leo, can we just put a picture of you in the control room behind us? Can you just put a picture of the control room? Can you just take that camera in here? Can he do that? I don't know. Let's see. Oh, I want to see Leo behind me.
Probably needs to be coded properly.
Oh, it probably needs to be coded. I just want to see Leo. I think Leo should just hover over my shoulder back here the whole time.
I think so. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Just put those ladies behind me. Put the shot of these ladies behind me for the whole show. Leo is so mad at me right now. So I love you, Leo. I just don't want the emails about this. Here we go. Next in the hot dish, James Corden hopped in the car for one of his final times as host of the Late Late Show. The South Korean girl group Blackpink joined him for carpool karaoke. Look at this.
원하던 대놓고 뺐지 뭐라도 칼로 무대기 두 손에 가득한 fat checks 궁금한 많으면 fact check 눈 높이 꼭대기 물 많아 물고기 좀 좋게 널 짝지 unboxing 두번 생각해 흔한 남들처럼 착한 척은 못하니까 yeah. 맘만 널 원했다면 Everybody hit you with that do-do-do-do Oh yeah, oh yeah Hit you with that do-do-do-do
There it is. So if you don't know, like me, the girls were formed at an academy in Korea that was, you know, kind of like a teen pop star farm. You know, like just teaching them, yeah, like a little asparagus farm. They said they practiced 12 hours. They practiced, you know, because asparagus grows like one at a time. It's one. It's not doesn't grow in us. Anyway, they said they practiced 12 hours every day with only one day off every once in a while. Ted, I don't know who those. I didn't know who those. I'm old. Do you know who those young ladies are?
No, but apparently they're hot.
They're hot. Yeah.
And they were just at Coach.
Theodore, you put the damn thing in the show. How do you not know who they are?
I mean, it's significant that James Corden would have them on one of his last bits ever, but it's like, I mean, couldn't he have gone with like
Elton John and Kiki D or somebody? You know what I mean?
In Sync or something.
Schwabi, you're raising a teenager. Do you know who they are?
This would have been on yesterday.
It would have been on yesterday. Yeah. Anyway. Okay.
I don't know who it is.
Oh, the Minnetonka High School people would have died.
Oh, yesterday. Yeah, audience, we had this whole studio audience, except for 5 adults, were filled with teenagers, and only 2 of them knew who I was, and it was hysterical. I got to tell you, no, really quick, before I know we got to go to break. Go back, go look at yesterday's episode on YouTube. I said this to Aaron, and I didn't want to say anything at the time because I didn't want to unnecessarily embarrass the young man, but he didn't care. Go back and watch audience shots. There was a young man sitting at the very top in the corner. He was basically asleep the whole time. He couldn't have cared less who I was. He was like, I'd rather be in school than be here. It was great. We have a lot more to come today. We'll be back after this. Back in a moment, everybody. Oh, God. Welcome back. So let me tell you what happened in that commercial break. Okay, so, you know, Erin Schwab is our audience coordinator, but I call her, if you're watching us from other cities, Erin Schwab is our Bette Midler here in the Twin Cities. She's a fabulous actress, cabaret singer. Anyway, but first I want to lead with the fact that Erin and I have been friends since like 2003. What is that, 20 years, Erin? 20 years, a long time. But today she tried to kill me. And today, she brings me, you tried to kill me, lady. So we were in a commercial break and I went to go say hi to the audience because I got to tell you, and I mean this, before I go back to making fun of Erin, I want to say this sincerely. There's nothing better than an audience like today. I could cry. They're fun. No, I mean it. Nothing better. My God, you know, and I appreciate everyone that walks through our doors, but sometimes people are quiet. They don't know how to act. These people are fun. They're laughing. They're having a good time, and I just appreciate the hell out of you. Okay, now. Okay, now back to Erin. So I went over to say all of this to the audience, and Erin goes, hey, would you like to... I have something for you to try. And I said, because Erin sometimes gives me mints, because I don't want to go in the audience with a coffee breath. She goes, now close your eyes and put this in your mouth. And I thought, okay, because I trust her, and I put these in my mouth. It's one of the worst things I've ever had chewed in my life. There's a lemon lime Sprite Tic Tacs. And I gotta tell you, no offense to the good, and if Tic Tac's a sponsor, I'm sorry. I love you. I just don't like these. These are the worst Tic Tacs I've ever had in my life. And yeah, that's great. And then Erin goes, now chew them, because they foam in your mouth. And I said, I don't want a Tic Tac to foam in my mouth. Are you kidding me?
Do it again. You get this one. When it turns into Sprite.
Then it'll be good TV.
Are we gonna taste it?
We're going to taste it later. Welcome back. You may not know about comedian Jeff Hiller yet. Is it Hiller, Theodore?
I believe it is Hiller.
Okay.
Yes.
But he's making a name for himself on the show Somebody Somewhere. He was on Kimmel last night, and I think we're going to be a fan. Here's our late night rewind.
Did you audition for Saturday Night Live?
I did. I did. I actually just read Ellie Kemper's book, and she talks about it. And she got invited to 30 Rock. I did not. I did not get invited to 30 Rock.
30 Rock, the building, not the show.
Because my impressions were, I think the word is terrible.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just didn't choose. First, I chose Daphne Rubin Vega, who is a Broadway star. She was in Rent. She's a Latinx woman. I would never play her. Also, like, no sketch would ever be about her. And then I did...
Who is it again?
Daphne Rubin Vega. Because she kind of sings like this. What's the time? I'm good at it.
You gotta know who the...
And then I did right-wing Fred Schneider. Fred Schneider, who's the lead singer of the B-52s, but I made him right-wing.
That's good.
I thought it was very funny.
They didn't?
I'm not on the show.
But he is on Somebody Somewhere. I now know who he is. I now know who he is because that's the Bridget Everett show on HBO. It's so good. And he's phenomenal. Now I know where he is. Who he is. Next to the dish. We're getting our first look at how the Daily Show guest hosts have stacked up against each other ratings-wise. So The Wrap has put together the rankings based on viewership. So before I roll this, think about all the guest hosts that we've showed you. Any guests who pulled in the most eyeballs? You might be surprised because we were. It's this guy.
Welcome to The Daily Show. I'm your host for the week, Al Franken. I'm the ninth guest host so far and the first white male guest host. Feel free to applaud.
Yeah, former Senator Al Franken had the nearest guest host, he beat by more than 100,000 viewers. Beat the next one by 100,000 viewers. John Leguizamo was second. Sarah Silverman was third. Cal Penn was fourth. Everyone scored more than 500,000 views except for DL Hughley. Which, let me say this. I like DL, but I don't like him in this format. And that's the thing. I've said this before, knowing a little bit about how stuff like this works. You can be a great stand-up, you can be a great singer, you can be a great actor, but it's a different skill set to sit on like a desk like this, read the prompter, toss to a guest, it's just a different skill set, and not everybody is comfortable with it. What surprises me isn't that Franken's. I just thought peace and love. I like this senator. I've known his daughter for years. I didn't think he was that good. I didn't. You know what I mean? I didn't. I love him on SNL. He's a comedy genius, but he seemed in the first couple days he seemed a little nervous. He got better like Wednesday, Thursday, but I'm just saying that's why it surprised me. But yeah, my personal favorite was Leslie Jones. I thought Leslie was fantastic. I loved her. Yeah. I'm going to send Senator Franken some of these Tic Tacs. Yeah. Right there, everybody. You're looking at the worst Tic Tacs ever. Tic Tac, Sprite, lemon lime. There we go. Thank you, Leo. Yes, Ted, may I help you, Ted?
I have a question. So the next time we see like an animal that is foaming at the mouth, should we think, maybe that they just took a Sprite Tic Tac?
That's right. Maybe Aaron Schwab gave that animal Sprite Tic Tacs right here. Yeah, right there. That's what the animal's eating right there. Yeah.
I think they're delicious.
delicious.
Well, they're horrible, Aaron. Next in the dish, Kristen Chenoweth was on with Kelly Clarkson in a clip. I think it's today. Is it today, Theodore?
It is today.
Yeah, it's going to air today on another network. So they released a little preview clip ahead of the interview, and she talked about Ariana Grande playing Glinda in the Wicked movie. Look.
Did she call you for advice? Like, have y'all talked?
She didn't call me for advice. She was really nervous. She said, I want to pay homage to you, but I'm scared. I don't want you, I want to make you proud. I go, well, you've already made me proud, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You've done that.
That's achieved.
That's achieved. What I want to encourage you to do, Ariana, is make Glinda your Glinda. Sure, you can tip your hat at me if you want, but really, I just want you to do you. I don't know why I'm so emotional today, because I known her since she was 10.
I was gonna say, yeah, because you noticed such a little bitty.
Yes, and now I see the full
And you
circle.
know the full circle for her. I was with her when she found out, and she was crying.
Yeah.
There was a cake for her. She was like, it was like one of her biggest dreams was to do this.
And she called me. She said,
Yeah.
"Oh my God!" I was like,
Yeah.
and we sound like dolphins. I'm like, "You did? Oh my God!" She goes, "I did." I was like, "What?" I mean, it just two dolphins talking. But I'm so proud of her. And she calls me and she said, "This is what I got to do today, and what do you think of that?" And I'm just so proud of her. I can't wait to see her do it.
We can't either. For maybe a few of you out there, if you didn't know, Kristen was the original Glinda when Wicked first hit Broadway in 2003. Oh, God, she was great. The Wicked movie, by the way, hits theaters next fall. And speaking of this, now we can't show you because we'll have to pay a lot of money for it, but go on the, but video of Ariana singing on the set has been leaked, but we can't show it to you. And it's really good. Somebody, I don't know how they got that camera up in there, but it's like a shot of her singing, what's the close, Don't Cry for the Wicked?
Yeah, it's a slow.
It's a low, slow, but she knocks it out. And she's in the Munchkin Village, which is weird to see. I can't wait for it. Next in the dish, we may be entering the era of streaming, but listen to this. Good old CBS is still pulling in more than its own weight when it comes to original programming. The iNetwork, the Tiffany Network, revealed they have generated more than 280 billion viewing minutes in the first quarter of this year. And that includes shows that air across the network's programming from morning to prime time. They trailed only Netflix in viewing minutes. NBC and ABC both trailed CBS by about 100 billion minutes each. So the reason I wanted to bring you the story is, rightfully so, streaming gets a lot of hype. I mean, it's more every year it ticks up. More and more people do streaming, and they cord cut. But, when we make fun, I mean, half of those minutes, I think, are for my father-in-law watching Blue Bloods. I swear to God, my father-in-law, Carl Haas, is contributing to CBS's bottom line. And he watches all the FBI New York, FBI Los Angeles, FBI Boise, FBI Sioux City. He watches all of those. But we can make fun of those shows comedians and shishi-poo-poo people can make fun of them. But people are watching these shows. They're watching NCIS. They're watching Survivor. They're watching Blue Bloods. So way to go. Way to go, CBS. I love network. Look. I'm old school. I love network television. I'm old enough to remember when that's kind of all we had. We had 4 networks. And you either watched Fox, you watched Married with Children, you flipped over, you got a little Dr. Quinn medicine woman, remember. Pour one out for Dr. Quinn, girl. That was great. And all the young people right now are turning off our show. They have no idea what Dr. Quinn was.
Touched by an Angel?
Touched by an Angel? Oh. Yeah. These are all CBS shows. And then, of course, my beloved Dallas and Knots Landing. That's right. Okay. Let's move on. It's time to meet our first JVIP of the week. Today it's Stacy Neeson from New Brighton. Hi, Stacy. She says our show is a breath of fresh air every morning, and it's so good to get away from the bad news and laugh a little bit for an hour. Yep, that's all, literally, we all try to do. She gets a Jason Show mug in her to win the monthly grand prize. That includes being a VIP guest in our studio audience, a $150 gift card to our good friends at Becker Furniture World, and our newest friends. She's going to get a $150 gift card to the Institute of Advanced Aesthetics. And And we just added this today, a pack of Tic Tac Sprites. Right there. Right there. Right there. We have a great show ahead. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Back in a moment. Coming up, you don't have to spend a lot to get a lot. Wine diva Leslie Miller is back with her list of some of the best spring wines under $15. Plus, she's busting more wine myths. And fun before you fly. Taking you on a tour of Delta's latest Sky Club. That and more when we come back. Here we are. Welcome back. Our first guest got you guys really excited when she introduced us to some cheap bubbles a few weeks ago. Now we're moving on to cheap wines for the season. Give it up. There's nothing cheap about her. The wine diva Leslie Miller, everybody, from Amusé Wine and her fabulous store in the North Loop of Minneapolis, Amusé Wine. Would you mind if I shared what you shared with me before the program began?
Yes, of
course. Well, you tell the folks. We were all surprised by this.
Oh, you guys, the last segment, it was fire.
Yeah.
We had so many people driving all over the state to the Sip Better shop in the North Loop. We had people calling us the shop before I even got back to the parking lot.
Because it was your say. What we're saying is the response to Leslie's last segment. Leslie's been on for years. The biggest response,
it was
about cheap bubbles, right?
Well, inexpensive.
Yeah, inexpensive.
Bubbles.
Yeah. Leslie prefers us to say inexpensive bubbles, everybody. That's right. Not cheap bubbles. Okay, so now we're going to do inexpensive spring wine, right?
Spring whites. Okay, everybody's getting ready to kind of slip into rosé mode, summer mode, and we've had so many people actually drinking more whites coming out of the store this week. So exciting. All right, we're going to start with probably one of the biggest bangers on the shelf, Vino Verde. Everybody has probably had a Vino Verde at one point in time in their life.
There was a period of my life when my wine was stacked with Vino Verde. I loved this. I loved it.
Vino Verde is actually a region in Portugal.
Oh, it is?
It is, and it's an adorable little region.
Okay.
Yeah. You drive through it, you'd miss it real quick. But there's a number of different white Portuguese grape varietals that absolutely are delicious. They bottle this young, so that's why you get a little sort of zip on the top of it.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Everybody loves this wine.
This brings me back to me being 34, 35, or 36. Yeah, this is real. You know what this is? This sounds so cheesy. This is like spring and summer in a glass.
100%.
It really is.
Yes.
This is real. Thank you, audience.
It's so tingly and limey.
Yeah.
It has like this great zest to it. It'd be so good with like goat cheese salads and things like that this summer. I just love this.
Vino Verde, everybody. Vino Verde.
Guess the price. Guess the price.
Oh, wait. Okay, audience. Okay, shout it out, audience. What do you think the price of that is? $20. $20? $15.99. Where are we, Leslie?
$11. I feel like I'm on The Price is Right.
This is The Price is Right for wine. Yeah. $11?
$11. I'm telling you, you can't even. It's like one Starbucks in New York City is $11.
Yeah.
It's true.
Or one cocktail in downtown.
Well,
I mean, seriously.
It's more than that. So delicious. I love it. It's light. It's lifted. This is another one. This is a Sauvignon Blanc from Chile. Now, everybody always asks me about Sauvignon Blancs from New Zealand, but why not switch gears? I love the Chilean styles. This is from Casablanca, so it has this beautiful tropical fruit note, star fruit, guava. Oh, man, this
doesn't have the edge that has.
Right, that has a little bit more of that like zip.
This is a little smoother. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is good too.
Yeah.
Should we guess the price point of that one?
You should guess the price point.
Audience?
$2.99.
$2.99. Now what? Now come on.
Now.
$2.99. The hell is this? Ted, what do you think it is?
$79.99.
$79.99. Ted, it's a segment called Wine Under $15. Yeah, okay. By the way,
man.
that you produced.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the price
$12.
of this?
$12.
$12.
And that's
$12
hard.
for this one.
That's hard to find a
Which one is that?
Sauvignon Blanc.
Point to that.
This is the Mahu right here.
Mahu.
Yep. Mahu from Chile. So delicious.
Okay.
Now I'm going to take you to Hungary.
Okay.
And we're going to try on a delicious little grape called Ferment.
Ferment?
Ferment.
Ferment.
Yeah, like not mince, ferment. This is actually a grape that they generally make sweet in the country, but this is dry. So it's kind of floral, lifted, the Evolucio. It's different. This would be something that'd be really fun to bring as a gift or a dinner party, maybe vibe.
I've never had this.
Yeah,
This is really good.
Yeah, it's so beautiful and floral, kind of on the edge.
This, I did my, Ted always knows when I really like something because I go, that could be a new fave. How much is that one?
This one's $14, but still under $15 and would be so good with sushi, don't you think?
Yeah, this is a good sushi one. Theodore, can we just stay here? And okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna come back, we're gonna do the rest of the under 15, and then we're gonna bust some wine myths. More with Leslie when we return. Back in a moment, everyone.
Cheers.
That is real good. That, I'm not kidding.
Yeah, I love
Because
it.
you know what I think? And just like that, we're back. Welcome back to the show. More with Leslie Miller. We're picking up where we left off. We'll finish spring wines under 15, and then we'll move on to wine myths exposed. What's this one?
We're going to France, and I got to tell you, everybody, you know, they're going for those big price points in France, but this is a little region called Côte de Gascon. It's actually just south of Bordeaux, and this is a number of different interesting grape varietals, Uni Blanc, Colombard. But this is, if somebody's coming in for, looking maybe for something European, this is what I point them to, because this is just in the $14 zone. And I love it because it's grown up. We kind of call this, it's not Sauvignon Blanc, but if you like Sauvignon Blanc from France, this would be a good alternative.
I mean this. So save this segment, y'all. If you're having a little get together, there isn't one. All joking, that I haven't enjoyed. This is fantastic.
And it has kind of that grassier vibe too, if you like Sauvignon Blanc. And then we go to Slovenia, and I love Haložan. So Haložan. These come from the Haloz Hills of on the Styrska on the eastern side of Slovenia. And you know what's really great about this is it's in a liter.
It's in a liter?
Yeah, so you're getting more bang for your buck.
Well, shiver me timbers on that one. I do like, Director Leo, take a shot. I do like the label too. I like a good label, I really do. That's a pretty label, I like that. Okay.
Now the folks here, actually, they threw a little soda into this in the springtime. This is only released in the springtime in a liter. They throw a little soda into this, which I love. It's really delicious. Again, another $14 for a whole liter of wine.
Yeah, great value. This is, again, every profile in here, you can't go wrong with any of these price-wise. Okay, now, we're gonna now continue with our very dramatic series, Wine Myths Exposed. That's right, look at that, yeah. Look at that dramatic pull-out shot that Leo did, that was fantastic. Okay, this is another popular thing that Leslie has done that people love. Okay, wine myth number 1. Once I open my wine bottle, all I have to do is suck out the oxygen and put it in the fridge, and hey, it'll last more than a week. Is that a myth?
Audience, what do you think? No, you cannot. No, wine is really 2 days. 2 days max.
Does it? I know,
days.
audience, right? That Leslie recently told. We visited Leslie's store for a couple hours about a couple months ago, and Colin was shocked by that.
Yeah.
2 days.
2 days. People think, oh, I'll just put it in the fridge. It's better. Nope, you got to drink it in 2 days. You know what you can actually do, though, is buy a box wine, because a box wine will last you actually 3 weeks, because there's no oxygen coming into the bottle.
Yep.
And it's all vacuum sealed. So
did you hear that, Mom?
Brilliance.
Yeah, there we go.
Brilliance, yes.
Okay, myth number 2, Myth number 2, red wine should never be chilled. Leslie?
Ooh, false.
False.
False. The lighter the grape varietal, so Pinot Noir, Gamay, there's some fun little grapes in Italy and Sicily. The lighter the body, the red, chill it. Chill it down to about 55, 54, 55 degrees.
Yeah, I know that well. I call Leslie. What should I keep this at? 55 or 56 degrees. Okay.
Oh, so delicious.
Myth number 3, great wines always have great legs.
Oh, the only legs you should be concerned about
Like Mary Hart.
are your own.
Yeah.
Just your legs.
Very old pop culture reference, y'all. There we go, yeah. Yeah.
When you swirl the inside of the glass, people talk about the legs, and it's really just fake news. This
Really?
is yep, it's just glycerol and alcohol hanging to the inside of your glass. This does not tell you the quality of the wine at all. At all.
Because I was at a wine party once.
Yep, I know.
And I had a shishi. I
Yep.
had, no way. Whatever, sir. Aaron, have him removed. And I was at a wine party. I was at a party once, and the shishi poo poo wine person, I
Yes.
won't name them,
Yep.
was like, oh, let's look at the legs. Let's look
the
at the
legs.
legs. And I
Yes.
thought, what am I looking for? I
Yeah.
don't know. Does it mean anything?
Glycerol alcohol in the inside of the glass, so it does not tell you the quality. Really, it's if you see the whole wine hanging up here, sit down because you're drinking more alcohol.
Sit down.
Sit down.
We'll do more wine myths in the upcoming weeks, but right now, say goodbye to Leslie. Leslie, thank you very much. For more information, go to amuzewine.com, or, well, I've been drinking a little too much wine this morning, or visit her shop. It's fantastic in the North Loop. It's called Sip Better. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. Cheers. I want to do this one. Cheers. Okay. Before I say anything else, I just want you to know the introduction, we call it an intro. The intro I'm getting ready to read was written by Ted. You ready? Welcome back to our show. You guys know me. I'm a man of the people. Until I go through security at the airport. After that, I'm looking for the nearest lounge. Yesterday I was thrilled. I got a sneak preview along with photographer Eric of the new 21,000 square foot Delta Sky Club. It's brand new here at MSP, open 4:30 this morning. We were there yesterday. Here's a little visual tour. Take a look. So I just said to Eric, here in the new Delta Sky Club, it's like I'm here so much that it's like a new apartment that I don't own. So I'm checking out my new digs for the first time, and I'm very excited. It looks very different than any other Delta Club. Like, look at this. Sitting here, I wouldn't even care if the announcement came over and said, your flight is canceled for 4 days. I wouldn't even care. I would just stay right here. Obviously, I went about 10 feet, and now I'm at my favorite part of any Delta Club, the bar. I'm loving this. I love the details. Look at this. Look how pretty this is. It's very warm. A lot of Sky Clubs are whites and blues, but this is gold tones and the green. Let me see how I feel sitting here. I feel very at home. May I have a cocktail, please?
Don't you usually have a stunt double for that?
That's right. I usually have a stunt double for the cocktails. This is great. Let's go over here. Okay, now we're at my second favorite part of any Delta Sky Club. Look at the buffet, the buffet. Every time I see a Sky Club buffet, I think of the woman in Hawaii who was so mad for whatever reason that she was filling cups of vegetables to take out to her husband who couldn't get in. Anyway, look how pretty this is. Anything you want here at the buffet. beautiful. Again, this looks like a restaurant, like a fancy restaurant. Look at this area. It's beautiful. Look at just the detail. It is unlike any club I've seen, and I've seen a lot of them. When you are designing a club, be it here, LAX, Salt Lake City, do you go into it with the city in mind?
We really take what the city has to offer and start building from there. All the colors that you see in this lounge, the rich green, the bronze, the copper, we really took our inspiration from Minnesota, the land of 10,000 lakes. You know, the foliage.
And the greens.
The greens, the back bar is the sunset over the lake.
Literally, I mean, it's gorgeous.
All the art that you see around the lounge is all local artists from Minnesota. We take a lot of pride in doing this because we want to really pay homage to the city we're in.
I think, you know, if you're a traveler and if you have to encounter stress, the colors and the palette, congratulations, because the atmosphere just relaxes you.
We look at every area, from the front door to all the way to the sky deck. Every moment is an important moment.
I'm a little confused. I don't know how to get over to that magic area. This is how we get into it, over here. There's a door.
A door!
Look, Eric. It's a door. This is how we get to the magical land. Come. I spy over there an area where you can watch arrivals come in. You can sit outside. Come here, look at this. Oh. This is awesome. Oh. You can sit up. Oh, there's a man down there. I think he's permanently a part of the Sky Club. But this is a whole other level. You can sit outside in the elements and watch the planes come in.
Flight 421 to Orlando has been postponed for 4 more days.
Now, let me be, please Delta, don't cancel my flight for 4 days. A couple notes. You know, we don't usually do this type of thing, but you know, we talk about travel a lot with Thrifty. I love Delta. They're, you know, they're we're one of their hubs. A couple things to note. There are various credit cards. I know you're thinking, how do you get back in? How do you get in? There's different credit cards that can gain you access if you fly Delta One. And certain international flights you can get in. One more note, our buddy Justin Sutherland, chef extraordinaire and my dear friend, he is going to be doing food there, I believe through mid-July. We'll have him on the show to talk about that. And here are some stats about the lounge. It has more seating. It has seating for more than 450 people, including that sky deck. That sky deck that you saw, everyone, that right there has a full buffet. I call it a buffet. Two bars and 3 soundproof booths for people to work at. And it's great, and it has its first living wall, that plant wall, that's gonna change seasonally. It's in a gate G, the very bottom, and it's fantastic. It opened today. Delta does not encourage stays longer than 4 days, by the way. Yeah. Sorry. Thank you, Delta. We're gonna take a break. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. That was great, Eric. Great piece, my friend. Welcome back. So, we love that you love the show. Check out our merch. Take a look at this. There's our, point your phone to the QR code. It takes you to our swag shop. We have new stuff coming in spring that you are gonna love. Our surprise goodbye when we come back. Back in a moment. Best audience, I'm telling you. Go to eventbrite.com and search for the Jason Show to get tickets to our show. We would love to see you. It's a lot of fun. We have a good time here. It's time for the surprise goodbye. Being a teenager is an awkward time for anyone, but in particular a 13-year-old in a North Carolina amusement park. The boy wanted a stuffed animal out of the claw machine so bad, he climbed in and got stuck. A medical response team was able to unlock the machine, will unlock him from the machine, and he was banned from the park for a year. Yeah. Kid, let me tell you, those stuffed animals aren't worth it. I'm just telling you. They're not high quality. Tomorrow, Stephanie Hansen with ideas on what to do with your spring veggies. And maybe Kendall will be back? I mean, right now, go out there and be yourself because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. Bye, everybody. Have a good day.